Gonzalez and back here with Vida Activa, and I'm back to repeat what I just said for all of my monolingual friends, my friends that don't speak Spanish. And today I have a question for you. I already posed it in the post, but if you haven't seen it and haven't answered it yet, I would like to know in the comments, are you an artist? Give me a yes or no in the comments right now, as soon as you start watching this. As usual, Tashina Gonzalez, your favorite holistic wellness coach with Vida Activa. And I have a bonus live for you today because, as usual, usually what I'm sharing with you guys is something that I needed to hear and deep dive and research. And you guys are just here for along for the ride. So, to start this discussion, I was reminded of, I listened to The Power of Vulnerability by Brene Brown twice because I needed to listen to it twice to work on some emotional things that I needed to work on. And in it, she talked about the value of play. And I remember she was talking about a researcher that does a lot of studies on this. And one of his quotes was, "The creative adult is the one that survived." And I was like, that's so true because in my adult life, I have avoided what I consider to be traditional art, like painting and drawing and crafting and things of that nature, telling myself that I am not an artist and I am not creative. When I was invited to paint and sips, I would be like, yeah, I don't really, mine's gonna look like a 5-year old, and I don't really do that. I don't really have time for that, so I wouldn't go. We're on house party and there's a drawing game, and I'm like, I can't draw. I'm not gonna participate. I'm just gonna guess. So I've been telling myself, or even in some other realms, just like musicians, I'm like, oh, I wish I had that talent. And then when I thought about it after hearing this information, she tells a little story, and she's like, she decides to make more time for things like that, and she goes to a painting class, and the person that's the teacher is, I don't know, from Spain or some other Latin American country possibly, and she has her paintings in museums, and she's looking at her tulips, and she's like, mine will never hang in a museum, why even try? And I'm like, yep, that would be me. And so she's like, the person responds to her, she's staring at her little blank screen, her blank canvas, and she looks at her and she's like, yes, lots of middle-aged white women come to my classes. This always happens. You will get over this, right? So I'm like, that would be me, right? So as a group, in one of my groups, we decided to do painting in our family worship group that we have, our Bible study group that we have, and paint like your ideal paradisiac picture or something in nature that motivates you and draws you closer to God, something of that nature, right? And the immediate reaction that I had was like, I don't do that. I don't draw. I can't do that whatsoever. But we put it on the agenda, and everybody was like, yeah, just do what you can, whatever. And so I went and I got my supplies and got me some colored pencils. And then I got my a drawing pad. And I kid you not, I immediately opened this up and saw blank pages and was like, there's no lines on this pages? These pages? What am I gonna do with it? Like, it stressed me out to think about, what am I gonna put on this blank page? And then I remembered, and I pulled out, which is in my post if you guys haven't seen it, I used to draw. I used to create my own cartoons. Like, I used to be an artist. And I used to do all of these amazing things, but because no one ever encouraged me, or in some cases discouraged me from it, like I wrote tons of poetry and short stories, and my mom was like, you can't make money doing that. Like, you're going to be sweeping floors. You need to get a real job. Or just no one ever encouraged me, you're really good at the piano and viola. You should keep doing that for the rest of your life. Or no one ever said, you know what, you have a talent for art. I just stopped doing it all. So this is actually what I made yesterday. It was not too bad. Look at my birds. My birds aren't bad. So I still have a little bit more to finish my trees and tree line and mountain, but I was like highly impressed and felt good afterwards. And so I thought it would be cool just to look up the benefits of art therapy. And the crazy thing is that like when in my class and information that I do about cultivating an art of self-care, I mentioned art therapy. But to me, in my brain, I was like, art therapy means I go to an art gallery and I slow down and I look at the art. I didn't think it was for me to actually create my own art. But now, excuse me, this year I have started writing poetry again, and now I started doing art again. So, looked up an article to share the benefits of art therapy. And don't forget, as you hop on here, let me know, are you an artist? Do you consider yourself an artist? As well as let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me from, or give me just a wave or a hi or a hello. So, Creativity Recovery, the Mental Health Benefits of Art Therapy is the article that I found. Art, no matter whether you choose to create it yourself or simply observe and enjoy it, is a relaxing and inspiring activity for many people. However, the particular benefits of artistic expression go much further than relaxation and enjoyment. Studies suggest that art therapy can be very valuable in treating issues such as depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and even some phobias. It is a great way to express your emotions without words, process complex feelings, and find relief. So, what is art therapy? Art therapy can be defined in many ways, but the simplest way to define it is an application of the visual arts in a therapeutic context. You don't have to see a therapist in order to experience some of the therapeutic benefits of artistic expression. At home, you can try art journaling, sketching, making collages, sculpting with clay, etc. It doesn't matter what media you choose. The only thing that matters is that you feel comfortable using it. Activities that are done in groups are excellent for building healthy connections with other people. And that's what we did last night, and it was so amazing and so fun. We love sharing our little stuff, which may be very helpful if you're fighting depression. Expressing yourself through art can be self-revealing and sometimes equally painful as talking. So if you still don't feel ready to try it, that is okay. So who should try art therapy? Anyone who feels overwhelmed or pressured by the hectic world we live in should try art therapy. Creating art will give you a chance to slow down and explore any issues you may be having. Art therapy improves the mental health of people who are dealing with addictions, anxiety, attention disorders, grief and loss, dementia, depression, eating disorders, physical illness, PTSD, trauma, relationship issues, and much more. Since the focus is on the process and not the final product, art therapy is not about becoming a great artist, but about finding meaning and connection in your life. All you need for it is a willingness to experiment. So, benefits, reiterating them. Art therapy can be used as a complement to traditional mental health treatment. The aim is to manage behaviors, process feelings, reduce stress and anxiety, and increase self-esteem. Self-discovery. Creating art can help you acknowledge and recognize feelings that have been lurking in your subconscious. Self-esteem. The process will give you a feeling of self-accomplishment, which can be very valuable to your subconscious. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Look, my birds actually look like birds. Go ahead. Emotional release. The greatest benefit of art therapy is giving you a healthy outlet for expressing and letting go all your feelings and fears. Complex emotions such as sadness or anger sometimes cannot be expressed with words. When you are unable to express yourself but you desire emotional release, making art may help you to do it. Stress relief. Fighting anxiety, depression, or emotional trauma can be very stressful for you, both mentally and physically. Creating art can be used to relieve stress and relax your mind and body. It is very important to know that you don't have to be a talented artist in order to try art therapy. Human beings are innately creative, and all you need to do to complete an art therapy activity successfully is to be honest with yourself and your emotions. Once you unleash your creativity, your inner artist will quickly wake up. Studies also show that creating art stimulates the release of dopamine. This chemical is released when we do something pleasurable, and it basically makes us feel happier. Increased levels of this feel-good neurotransmitter can be very helpful if you are battling anxiety or depression. Mental health professionals and experts agree that Art therapy has many benefits, from boosting your self esteem and providing you a safe outlet to relieve your emotions, to giving you a sense of control over your life and helping you to get to know and understand yourself better. During the process of art creation, you will be taking yourself on a journey of self discovery that will help you eliminate emotional roadblocks and learn how to communicate with yourself and others. So, tons amazing benefits of art therapy. And of course, me, I love to mix modalities and deepen them. Like when I go to my sound therapy, then I'm definitely gonna oil up first and get some aromatherapy. So, halfway through, put on some Brazilian lounge that was super relaxing and super went with the mood. You have some more just music therapy to it. I had my sacred frankincense going on, which helps with concentration and feelings of grounding. So had an amazing time with my squad, with my crew. Very thankful for them pushing me to do something new, something that was good for my emotional growth and emotional health. And if you haven't tried art therapy, I would encourage you to do so in the future. And as a reminder, don't forget, let me know. Answer the question, are you an artist? If somebody would have asked me that 6 months ago, I probably would have said no. But now, remembering that I was a drama expert, I was a sketcher and a drawer and a cartoonist, I was a musician, I was a poet, I was a short story writer. I was very, very creative, and that's all still inside me, and all I have to do is just dig deep into my inner child and let it back free. Now I say I am an artist, and I think that everyone is an artist. And if you don't feel that way, just try and practice and let your inner artist out. So yes, don't forget, let me know what city, state, or country you are watching me from if you haven't done so. Answer the question, are you an artist, in the comments. And if you are not yet following me on YouTube to get more amazing videos like this when you miss me go live, make sure you hop on YouTube, just my name, Tashina Gonzalez. Click subscribe and hit notifications so you can see all these amazing videos. As usual, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have an amazing afternoon. Bye.